Hey, welcome to Saga Spinners. If you like stories that twist and turn, hit that like, drop a comment, and follow for more. Now let's jump into and spin today's tale from Reddit. My brother passed, and 3 years after his death, his fiancée and I started to catch feelings. My family accused of having an affair while my brother was alive. Our lives are now a mess. This happened 3 years after my brother Todd passed away. I, 32M, was pretty devastated. Honestly, my whole family was. At the time I was working in a different state. After those 3 years I moved back home. So, everyone knows everyone back home, and that's how me and Mia, who was Todd's fiancée before he passed, met at a friend's birthday. We had not seen each other in so long. So, we became friends after that. And months later we realized we liked each other more than just friends, but neither of us told anyone about our relationship. Not until 6 months later, when the relationship was serious. Of course, my family was against it. My mom especially didn't want to talk to either of us for a while. Mia got pregnant 7 months after that. Before, when it was only us in a relationship, everyone just wanted to keep their distance. But once they heard she was pregnant, all hell broke loose. My sister was the most vicious because she started telling everyone we were sleeping together before my brother passed, with how quickly we moved on to be together. None of it was true, obviously. I never would have done something that awful to my own brother. There's also the fact that we didn't even live in the same state. It got so ugly. Some in Mia's family started questioning if it was true. Others believed what my family was saying. My mom told me she didn't have a son anymore for disrespecting my brother's memory. It was so hurtful for both of us. We decided to move a couple hours away and blocked everyone to start fresh. We are happily married. Our son is 3 years old and expecting our second little one. My family now wants to make amends so they can be part of our lives. My mom and sister have apologized so many times on the phone that they let their grief make them react horribly to the news when they never should have treated me that way. I can get grief making you do things you normally wouldn't because it happened to me. My wife and I talked it over. We decided that we would only consider if they not only apologized to my wife but made a public announcement online and admit all the lies they made up about our affair. My family is refusing because they're embarrassed and ashamed of what they did, and it would be too hard since everyone who see it still live around them. My mom says she understands what they put us through in Emocio, but to please not make this any harder on them when we can just make amends now. But I haven't changed my mind. My dad keeps asking how heartless am I to want to make them humiliate themselves to all the people. He thinks it's beyond petty, since my mom and everyone already learned their lesson, and why am I trying to out her through more after losing Todd and she just wants her family back? I'm not sure if it's really that I'm being too harsh on them for how they acted in their grief, or this is a reasonable request after what they did. Ada. Update 1-on-1. Hey everyone, it's been a while since I told you about the tough stuff going on with my family. Mia and I had lots of long talks and thought maybe we could fix things by going to family counseling. We hoped someone who knows a lot about feelings could help us all talk it out and forgive each other. We asked my family if they wanted to try it, and at first, they seemed okay with it. But when it was almost time to go, my mom and dad started making excuses. Mom said it hurt too much to talk about old stuff, and dad said he was too busy. Even though they didn't really want to, we got them to come to the first meeting. The counselor tried to help us share our feelings and start healing. Mom began to say, sorry. But then she got upset and said we were making her relive my brother's death all over again. Dad didn't want to say he did anything wrong and said they had been through enough already. The next times we tried to meet were even worse. My parents would cancel last minute or come but not want to talk. They said they wanted to get past it but didn't want to do the hard work to make things better. Mom even thought we were trying to make them feel bad by asking them to come to counseling. After trying a bunch of times and it not working, it was clear that my parents weren't ready to really make up. They wanted us to forgive them but didn't want to admit they did anything wrong. It was really sad, but Mia and I knew we couldn't make them change. We told my parents we'd be ready to try again if they ever really wanted to work on things. For now, we need to take care of our own family. It's not what we wanted, but we can't keep trying if it hurts more than it helps. For our little family, Mia and I are super happy about our growing family. Our son can't wait to be a big brother, and we're loving every moment. Life can be tough, but we're sticking together and getting stronger every day. Big thanks to everyone who gave us advice and support. Your kind words mean a lot. Final update. Hi strangers that have helped me so much, I've got some big news. Remember how Mia and I were trying to fix things with my family? Well, a lot has happened since then. So, 6 months ago, we were all trying to talk and make things better, but it was super hard. My mom and dad didn't really want to say sorry or talk about the stuff that made us all sad. Mia and I were feeling pretty alone, but we had each other and our little boy, who was super excited to be a big brother soon. Now, here's the crazy part. One day, out of the blue, my sister called. She was crying and said she was really Really sorry for all the mean things she said. She told us she missed us and wanted to meet her nephew and the new baby on the way. Mia and I talked about it a lot. We decided to give her a chance because everyone makes mistakes, right? So, we met up at a park, and it was kind of weird at first, but then it felt okay. My sister played with our son, and she was smiling and laughing. It made my heart feel warm and happy. After that day, my sister started talking to us more. She even stood up for us when other people said mean things. It's like she's trying to fix everything she broke, and that's pretty cool. But that's not all. Last week, my mom showed up at our door. She had a big box of cookies she baked and a letter. She wrote down all the things she was sorry for and how she wanted to be a part of our lives again. She said she understood if we didn't want to see her, but she hoped we could start over. Mia and I read the letter like a million times. We decided that maybe it's time to try again with my mom too. We're going to take it slow and see how it goes. So, that's the update, Reddit. It's been a wild ride, but it feels like things might be getting better. I'll come back and tell you more in a few months. Cross your fingers for us.